Now, viewers who take Pat Goss's advice to heart no doubt have fine running vehicles. But this week, Pat brings us some tips designed to keep your vehicle looking as good as it drives.
John, cars cost a lot of money today, so we want to keep them looking good for a long time. The best way to do that is with a good system of paint maintenance. Now, you're going to start out by washing the car, and that involves a couple of steps. First, you rinse the entire car to get rid of any loose particles that may be laying on it. Then you mix up a solution of washing soap and water. But make sure that you use car wash soap, not laundry or dishwashing detergent, because some of those could be damaging to the finish on your car. Well, one thing you have to be real careful of, though, is if you own a pressure washer. Some of those produce tremendous amounts of pressure, enough that they can actually strip the paint right off of your car. Now, believe me, that will ruin your entire morning. Now, once you get around to the washing portion of it, here's something that we've all used for years and years. Our trusted sponge will throw that away. It holds dirt in the pores of it, and with these new clear coat finishes, I guarantee you'll wind up with scratches. You can use a fresh, clean terry cloth towel or a wash mitt. Either one is perfectly acceptable. Always start from the top of the car, work your way down, and always go in straight lines, never in circles. Never use mechanics shop towels, because many of them are recycled and they have chemicals in them, and they may have abrasive materials sticking to the fibers. Brushes for the tires and wheels, perfectly acceptable. So now you've got it washed, you rinse it very, very thoroughly. Once it's rinsed, you have to dry the car. Okay, what can we use to dry it? An artificial chamois, a real chamois, or here's a tip from a viewer of several years ago. You take a high-power leaf blower, go over the entire car with the leaf blower. It gets into all the nooks and crannies of the car, gets rid of all of the moisture. Really works well. Okay, we've washed it, we've dried it, now we're ready to go on to protecting the paint. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to use a cleaner. This gets rid of contaminants on the surface of the paint that washing didn't. Cleans the paint, doesn't do anything else. Next is a polish. The polish will bring up the shine in the paint, but it will not protect the paint. So, what do we do last? We use a good high-quality wax. The wax will protect the paint. It forms a barrier between the surface of the paint and the elements. This is very critical. Now, a couple of other things. In applying these polishes and waxes and so on, always use clean terry cloth or one of the special wax cloths. Here, buffers. If you have a buffer, make sure you know how to use it before you put it on the finish of your new car. And if you have one of these big commercial ones, be very, very careful. Follow all the steps. Your car will look like new for years. Got a question? Write to me. If I use your letter, I'll send you a Motor Week t-shirt. The address is Motor Week, Owings Mills, Maryland, 21117.